To prepare for peace, you also need to prepare for war in Sid Meier's Civilization 6. War becomes more consequential over time and can affect the way other civs view and trust you. When you go to war, you're going to want to avoid a long, drawn-out conflict. The warmonger penalty affects not only how other civs view you and how willing they will be to cooperate with or oppose you, but also the happiness in your own cities. In the ancient era, you will not gain warmonger penalties, but as the ages progress, going to war becomes more and more frowned upon by other nations. Declaring a surprise war may be an effective way to get the jump on your opponent, but don't be surprised when no other nation in the world will trust you. Sometimes, a civ just won't like you. Maybe your agenda conflicts with theirs, or maybe they're just aggressive. When another nation's accusations or posturing becomes too much for you to tolerate, denouncing them is a formal way of declaring to the world that they're in your sights. After 5 turns, you may declare a formal war. Eventually, you'll unlock casus belli, like liberation or colonial war, which reduce warmonger penalties, but require certain criteria to invoke. Wars also cause war weariness, which reduces amenities in your cities. Killing units in foreign territory, fighting wars without just cause, or dropping WMDs adds war weariness to your cities. This negative effect can cause your cities to work less efficiently, or at worst, make your citizens revolt against you and spawn partisan barbarians to pillage your tiles. Managing war weariness and warmonger penalties should be part of your strategy when you do go to war. A captured city is a valuable spoil of war. If you raise a city, you'll destroy it, but the rest of the world will be shocked, and you'll gain extra warmonger penalties. You can occupy a city and claim it as your own, but the city won't be at its full potential until the war ends. You can also liberate a city if it belonged to someone else originally, and also gain a huge diplomatic bonus for your generosity. Once the war is over, you can settle diplomatically. Returning a city you've captured to an opponent as part of the peace deal might get you some gold or resources. Keeping a captured city will make the original owner upset with you. They're going to want their city back. An opponent that feels you're significantly stronger than them will offer more generous terms than one who thinks they can still fight back, or who just hates yielding in war. Warmongering and war weariness both decay slowly over time, so even the most aggressive players early on can be forgiven later on in the game. But if you want to win by a domination victory, you probably aren't going to worry about any of that. Hit your opponent's capitals hard with siege and ranged weapons. Pillage their districts with your bombers, and if that doesn't work, you have some more dangerous options. After completing the Manhattan Project, you'll be able to build nuclear weapons, which are counted as resources and can be used by bombers, nuclear subs, and missile silos built by your military engineers. They destroy anything and everything in a 1-tile radius of their target. If that's not enough destruction, you can always research nuclear fusion, which will allow you to make thermonuclear devices after completing the Operation Ivy project. These take out a 2-tile radius, but using these powerful weapons will not only make the world unite against you, they're likely to make your own citizens deeply unhappy as well. Whether necessary evil or a means to victory, go to war prepared in Sid Meier's Civilization 6.